test this and see if it's going okay. Let's see. Nothing here. All right, let's see if it works. I don't think it works. Does it? No. Gotta do something else then. I don't receive any feedback yet. This is just a test. Anything? No. Again, we have the same problem. Trying to see if it works. I don't think. All right, bonjour, hello, hello, sir, you are 5 test. Can you see me? Hello. Let's see. Ireland, hello. Hello. Let's see if it comes. We see and hear you. Whew, that's great. Thank you very much. I will not start the thing until, as I said, 3:30. But I'm just trying to make sure that you guys hear me and see me. Whew, excellent. Thank you very much for being. I will acknowledge you, my friends, being here. Thank you. Hello. All right. Ireland, yes. Someone asked me on the other here what is on the thumbnail. Is that what it was? What painting in the thumbnail? I think it's the Fall of the Giants or something. Let me show you. It's something I got from actually. I will show you. Can you hear? Okay. Oh wow, sir from Canada. Watch your program religiously. Thank you very much. We see you. Thank you. Thank you. Audio, video, good. Whew, whew. We see and clear. Return. He's my favorite young global. Justin is gone. It's okay. Another baboon is gonna come. You need the Romanian shirt for the live stream. I usually do it when I'm talking about Romania, and it's with double meaning. One is because I make fun of some, and on the other hand, one day I hope I will go back over there and maybe help straighten things out as much as I could. Poland, oh, a Pole with a ball. Hello, I'm greeting from Poland. Keep on informing Thank you very much. Canada here. Oh, Canada. Greetings from Belgium. Hello, Holland. Now, Holland or the Netherlands, because Scotland. Hello. I had some friends in Scotland, and they introduced me to Tom Waits. Thank you for Canada. Oh, thank you. Maine, USA, Maine. Someone wants to go to Maine for some lobster, I heard, but Canada is free. Maybe, well, I hope. Greeting from the dark side. Ooh, I know who that is. Dark side. Greetings from India. Hello. I love your Foreign Minister, Dr. Jay Shankar. Of course, Narendra Modi is fantastic. Florida, you're, it seems like in good hands. Brazil, yes, Brazil. What can I tell you about Brazil? I like Brazil. I watch football, of course, and I watch now Vinicius and what Real Madrid has to show that French guy who is going to destroy the French guy. I guarantee you that. I'm talking about Vinicius Junior. I don't like Mbappe because he's too individualistic, but that's Mbappe. All right, get down with the football. Cheers from Brazil. Yeah, Romanian from Scotland. Servus. Soybean sucks and fake Abra, but bye. Okay, bye. No offense. I like your Romanian shirt. I love it too. I would wear it every day. Greetings for Germany, Deutschland. New Jersey here. I've been in New Jersey. I stayed over there some months in the Edison Park area by Woodbridge Mall, that area, by 101, I think it was, or highway or something. Emil Hell Starmer. Yeah, with 18%. All right, hello from Algeria. Hello, my friends. Trump is gonna rename Canada as Hockey Land. Well, he's got how do you call him? Gretzky, right? Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta need to separate from Ottawa. Usually that's what happens when these guys in the center distribute and do all kind of, but greeting from Portugal. Ronaldo is with us. Eusebio is with us. And many others. Thank you for your clear analysis from Southern California. Mexican capital of Baja California. Well, thank you. Agree, Schwab. Rita, okay. I'm 25 minutes north of where you were. Oh, that's the Menlo Park. That was a mall over there, Nordstrom, I think mall it was called, in Menlo Park, where Edison had his little shack at one point. Austria. I've been to Austria many times. I want to go, and I haven't seen that painting of Vlad the Impaler over there in Austria. That's where it's at the close with Bavaria. That's Austria. Beautiful country. Beautiful. I've been to Vienna a few times. What books are you currently reading? Currently, I don't read any books, unfortunately. What I do is when I need to refresh my memory, I just go around and get a book and get what I want from that particular book. I have one actually here, but I didn't start it yet. And that's a book that was given as a present to me, The History of Russia. I'm familiar with that, but it's a not very thick book, but still I have to read it because it was a present. Novi Sad in Serbia. I remember when we were in the communist times, and the guy says Novi Sad. I don't remember the Novi Sad news or something. Novi Sad all the time, so we knew what that is. You look good with glass of wine. Yeah. Now I switched to my favorite cup of coffee because I don't know. It's I don't eat but only once a day. So the rest of the day, I just drink milk with coffee, sometimes unsweetened, because you get fat here in this country, very much fat, very much fat. Keep bringing these videos. Okay. Yeah, I will, my friends, I will. Someone wants something now there. Have you ever been to Greenland? No, I've been to Iceland. I just stopped over there. Have you ever been? No. Greetings from Nigeria, the Africa giant. Hello, my friends. Hello. Thank you very much for being with me again. Great works. Thanks. Canada loves you. PC, can you run out leadership? Can you run for our leadership? No, I would like to come on top of a tank. That's what I would like to do. The same thing in Romania without the military. Romania And not only these countries with the woke, I don't think it's much reversible. You need to come with a tank on a tank, and then distribute love and democracy over there in time. Maybe after about 40 years, you give it back if you can, or whomever. I don't think, look where democracy got us. Look at these guys, look at those guys, look at Romania. The same in Canada. No, democracy is, but not, has to be an informed democracy. I caught you live. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you for being, Emil. At last, I caught you live. Emil, trophy, yellow, smiling, trophy, yellow, smiling. Ali Holland, okay. Kosman, where are you from? Are you Russian? No, I mean, if you look at the genetics, well, I have many things. And yeah, I'm Romanian. I'm not Russian. Russian is something, but not, and many other things. I can disclose this one. When I'm going to be cornered one day by some people accusing me of this and that and this and that, I will just say, stop. I'm actually, I'm just kidding right now. I'm actually Jewish. I'm actually Ukrainian. I'm actually Russian. I'm actually Romanian. I'm actually everything. So what are you going to say? That I have this kind of allegiance from whom? Everything, all the smiles, haters, and good people. Peace to you, Emil, from across Lake Huron in Canada. Lake Huron, yes. No whiskey, no whiskey. Don't drink whiskey. I don't like whiskey. I like wine and beer when I'm hot. Always wait to see you. Now, please tell me the people the chip is in the water. Tell the people the chip is in the water. Emil, I've been watching you a few years now, but I became subscriber was when you did a video and mentioned the Kiev basement group. I'm still laughing about that 2 years later. If Russia wears, okay, what time is it? 25. Oh, yeah. Thousands of Russians killed courtesy of Al Capone. What would it look like? Nuclear? Well, I don't think the Russians will start nuclear. It's just going to use their whatever that's Novochok, Oreshchuk, Oreshnik, hypersonic. They will use that, and to such a level that it's going to mirror or equal an atomic bomb. And these guys will, I hope, but until they are heard here in their interest, they will sacrifice anyone they can. They don't care. Look what they did to Iraq. For me, that thing was a wake-up call when you had that Madeleine Albright Stein, the former Secretary of State, when she said that, yeah, 500,000 children, Iraqi children, due to the sanctions being dead, she said, it's a price worth for them. So when I heard that, I was like, besides the fact at that time I was not really into Stein thing, realizing, wait a minute, what's going on here? But after that, I said, these are criminals. Don't care. 500,000 people, children. Do you think they care about Romania or Poland going and fighting the Russians? They are not their people in the first place, so they don't care. A lot of... All right. Bon Emil, so nice to watch this live. Thank you very much for being here. My friend, bonjour from France. Bonjour, mon ami. Have you heard that Jean-Marie Le Pen died today? I made a video on that. Hello, Emil, and everyone from Portugal. Thank you. I don't drink, but today I'm drinking. Well, you need to put up with me. That's why. Like a good old wife, I got a drink to put up with you. Good evening, Emil. Good evening. All right. From Morocco. Question, please. Why you consider Emmanuel Macron as smart? I think he is, due to his statements. I compare him with the rest of the bunch. And I don't think he said stupid stuff like, for instance, the prime ministers of Great Britain, take Boris Johnson, for instance, or take Starmer, or take Sunak, or take Liz Truss. All these guys are baboons. So compared with them, he is an average. I think he is smart. I think he is a weasel, a smart weasel. Take it with the Chancellor of Germany, Scholz. That's a baboon. Annalena Baerbock, a baboon. These guys, Blinken, baboon. These guys. So compared with that, I think he's the smartest of them all, or at least he appears to be smarter in his statements. He's not all that so crazy. He seems to be logical, a little bit more balanced. Knows how the wind blows, I think, and he outpaces everybody. He outsmarts people around him. That's why I think, I'm not saying he's a genius. I want to ride a tank directly into Ottawa, and they're gonna close. They want to close your bank accounts. Then love your video. Thanks for your work. Thank you very much, Alain, 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 Alain Delon. Greeting from Greece, Emil. You surprise me every time you sing a song I never thought you knew. Well, we knew stuff. Try some Russian water. I think they call it vodka. Well, yeah, I don't like that, but we have in Romania we have palinka, tsuika, that is higher. It's about 55 to 60% alcohol. Vodka is 40. So I don't know. It depends how you make it, but I know the tsuika that we make is about 55 to 60% alcohol, not proof, percent alcohol. Wine is between 9 and 12.5, just for comparison. You sound like a guy I would love to get drunk with. Let's go. We don't get drunk, but we get in a very good mood. It depends what we drink, because I realized in life I'm not a good drinker. I'm not a big drinker, but I realized that certain alcoholic beverages, they give different moods. Like a certain wine gives let's say a loving mood. Another wine gives an aggressive. Tsuika gives an aggressive, like, maybe it depends on the genes as well, or on the character. But yeah, it depends what we drink. What do we drink? To get angry, to get combative, to get loving? What do we do? All right. A question from Serbian Mother. Greetings from Serbian Mother. You are amazing. Thank you very much for being here with me. Oh, Oivei, shalom. Shalom to you, my friend. Good people everywhere. Bad people everywhere. Great seeing you today, Emil. Nice human. Are you Algerian too, Emil? No. I'm a Zimbabwean. Zimbabwean. No, I'm just kidding. Emil, can you shed light on Balkans history as Eastern European? Who? Starting from where? From when? From the 10th century, from the 6th century, from the 3rd century before Common Era, from the Balkan Wars, 20th century. I don't know. It's too much, and I know parts that interested me, but I don't know. I have here a lot of books with the history of Europe and Balkans and all that, but I will try little by little. I'm about to make a white wine. I normally make moonshine. Tsuika, yeah. All right, it's 3:31, my friends. Hello from Palestine. Hello, my friends. So I think, let me just look at the other one. The other one is not even working, so this is the one that will be working. All right, so I've been asked the question first. Oh, well, first, thank you very much for being here with me. This is my 3rd live stream, and I hope it works just fine from the first attempt. I appreciate very much, not appreciate, I don't like that word. I respect the fact that you guys are with me, and you have been with me, some of you from the very beginning. I know some of you from the very beginning. And thank you very much for that, because it's not only I who is in this, but it's us. It's us. You being here with me, exchanging, or at least getting my side or my part of the truth, the way I see it, obviously. And my commentaries, my analysis will help people see things differently, or at least help them enhance the knowledge. So thank you very much for being here with me. I will do this as long as I live, as long as I'm not incarcerated. I will not get the money and run to Tahiti. Okay, so someone asked me in a commentary on the other, anyway, asked me, what is the thumbnail with that guy like that, staying over there and not being very happy? And that is, it happened to get this book. This is from my cousin. I went to his house one day, and he left me in the living room. I don't know where he went. So I got this little book with art. And I said, okay, let's look over this, because I like painting. And Old Master's Drawing, a book of postcards. So that's the book I found over there. And somewhere at the what did I do here? Freedom of speech with a right to bear arms. Is this going on? On your recording track started due to changing of devices. Oh my God, no, I hope it works just fine. Does it? Are we still here? Are we still here? Bună seara, bună seara. Please let me know we're still here and we start. Still here? All right. I have the phone and the phone. The German knew it. A question de la Cosmina Cosman. Wow. Hello, hello. Red wine, Moldova. As very much. Merry Christmas. Patience. Crump puts me in a good mood. All right. It seems like we're still here. We're still here. All right. So let's talk about the right to own and carry guns. I am for it 100%. And I hope that you are. And my question is this: how are we as human fooled into being registered and being somehow at the orders of a government telling us if we should have weapons or not? Do you think that, I don't know, 2,000 years ago, if you had a weapon, you were like, oh, checked and all? Look at these guys when they came to the United States of America with the guns. They were in the Wild West. They were going, and they were, how do you call it, settling. They were settlers. They had guns. Do you think they were with the government signed somewhere? Freedom of speech should not be infringed. There are 2 or 3 things that I think there should be limited, which is obviously making threats, incite to violence. These are some, and obviously distributing things harmful to the children. The adults, anything they want. You don't like it? Don't look at it. Don't look at it. So this is what I had to say about these 3 subjects in a short, in about a minute. Let's see what you got over there. Bună seara from Sweden. Hello. All right, let's see if we got that. If not, you can ask whatever questions. I will be here. Do you consider marijuana a drug? Well, it isn't mood-altering chemical, so it is a drug. I mean, it has chemicals in it. So if we want to go like this. Now, if I agree with marijuana being used by people, that's on their own. I am for people using whatever they want, as long as they don't act stupidly in a society. Use whatever you want. But if you go in a society and you act upon that and you're under the influence, the penalty should be drastic. That's my view on hard drugs. I'm not talking about marijuana or alcohol. These are okay as they are. But if you use, I don't know, cocaine, heroin, and amphetamines, and fentanyl and all that, again, your life, your body, your choice, your actions in public, in life, that should determine the penalty. Good day to you, Gary. Sometimes you agree with you, but that's life. Okay, Portuguese, great respect for a great Romanian friend from Serbia, Alexinak. Hello. How is it going? Purchased a couple of your books last year. An interesting read. Do you have any plans, ideas for another book or books just from New Zealand? Yes, I have in mind a few books. But I have to make them in such a way that I make them like a novel. I can't just say this is this and this is this, because these guys will just give up. So one would be about the mental health issue of in general. I came to a conclusion lately, and I might be wrong, that I think most of us have mental health issues. When they say you're normal, I don't think exactly what it is. Normality, I think they just regimented our mental health into this disease, this illness. I think we all have a mental health issues, more or less. Put us in circumstances and we act like that. So that would be one. Another one would be an imaginary person coming from space on this planet. Would be novels kind of, but coming here and observing how the situation. Like, for instance, if he would come here and we see people inhaling some smoke and blowing it up, would be what kind of interpretation? So taking a lot of taking a lot of things that we take for granted and analyze them. The other one would be about Romania. How could Romanian culture be fixed in order to get rid of those guys? A perfect mentality, I would say, for our limited brains. Emily, you are a Renaissance man. No, I think I am a human being with how do you call that? Primitive human being that shaped himself a little bit more. Some people more than I, some people less than I, but I think at the foundation we are primitive. We are very much animals. Why? See how we react in circumstances where we have to employ a certain kind of behavior. I think we just revert to our, I don't know, they call it lizard brain or something. Is that how I call them? Do you think we need bunkers 2025 or let them drop it? We don't need bunkers. They will hit us with things worse than that, and that is food. And the food will make us, they don't have to take care of us with that. And the Russians will not do this unless, they escalate and gets out of control. I don't think the Russians will hit anybody with nuclear weapons, and I don't think these guys will do it. Maybe as long as they are only a few hundreds. Okay, bună dimineața from Serbia. Bună dimineața. King Chuck has nothing to do with Canada. You just had in Canada Miss Freeland. She is Miss Chuck, if we're talking about Chuck Schumer. I don't know, maybe it is. All right. When is Romania gonna host an Olympic Games competition? Never. Unless there would be some, first, they don't have the infrastructure. That's the first one. But with a lot of money and a lot of debt, they could do it if they want, I don't know, in Antarctica or in the North Pole. Romania is unfortunately a country that is controlled by foreign interests with the help of infiltrated and with the help of people who are willing to serve the masters. Just think about this. The Romanians have this saying, capul plecat, sabia nu-l taie. I understand you can find all kinds of justifications, which is the bowed head, the sword will not cut. That means be a servant. That means you will be spared. Or die like a king, like a lion. That's one thing that I like about the Serbs, especially during the Second World War. And not only the Serbs, the Croats as well. They showed, all right, not that the others did not, but when you have this as a capul plecat, sabia nu-l taie, what kind of culture is that? And many others. Homemade palinka is great. Love it. Good, good, good. Good evening, folks. Okay, pop. The only thing I like about Canada is my whiskey. Greetings, everyone from Sweden, Ukraine, New Zealand, Zelensky. All right. What do you think about the people with the tiny hats causing chaos? It's a pathological mental health. When you have, you start your, I don't even want to call it history, by being the victim already, even though you are not the victim, and then you try to pay back and look at everybody being there to get you, and you do it because you're special, then we have a problem. I think that is a pathological something. They are everywhere, and unfortunately, not everywhere, but they are very influential, and they're not good to the people who they see as causing them harm. I will give you 3 examples. One, the Babylon. The Babylon was their inferiority complex. It's all they knew. Babylon, Babylon. They venerate the fact that they destroyed and they set them free, and Babylon was destroyed, and the Babylon and all. That's an inferiority complex. Then you have Egypt. Again, they screwed Egypt after who came over there, who went over there, what happened, who was Moses, and so on. And then, who's next? The Europeans. They don't have a problem with, I don't know, the South Africans. I mean, they kind of own South Africa. They have a big influence over there. With Zimbabwe or something, why not? They didn't harm them. So they will destroy. Look, look at the Passover. They celebrate the killing of children. Passover is, their God came around, flew over the, how do you call it, the Egypt, and killed, until 1 or 2 years old baby. That's Passover for you. And not only, look at their women who took care of other men, in Babylon, for instance. So they're no good. But the problem with that is that they always show too much chutzpah and start bragging too much, and even the baboons see it. And then again, it's like the infinity column or endless column of Brinkush. You open up too much, everybody comes to strangle you. So sometimes you have to tone it down. I watch your show every day. Thank you very much. Who's on the money in Canada? All right. I watch every day, but only comment when you piss me off. LOL. Well, thank you very much. How should I put it? I say here what I think is right, what I think is true. I give you an analysis to the best of my abilities. I make mistakes. If I'm shown the mistakes, thank you very much. You're my teacher. You help me broaden my horizon. Comments like, oh, you're stupid, or oh, you... no, that shows who that person is. I like people to tell me, okay, here is what I think you got it wrong. Give me a few ideas and say, did you look into this? Did you consider this? That's we learn together. I learn. If I don't learn, for me, it's not like not being alive. That's part of me. I learn what I like. No, I'm just kidding. Canada is a 51st. Mute. Voice lost. Mine? My voice lost? Voice? Am I? No sound. Sound, no sound. Can't hear you. What? What happened? What happened? Don't you like this? Where's the sound? Why is the sound? It shows that I have sound, but hey, I believe you. Microphone is right there. Audio off. Emily, you are muted. No sound. Okay, this is where things are. Recording resolution, streaming, noise reduction. It's there. Microphone is there. It says output volume. It says I'm good, but I believe you. Mute. You are unavailable. That's great. Great not. You know what I mean? Now mute. Still no sound. Blame the cat for no sound. I don't blame anybody. It's just I want to figure things out. Sound. I should have everything good. Just running good. No sound. What's that? I should have it. Script to the problem. Sound. It's right here. Let me see. If I take this off. You need mode. For the love of God, we back. Is there any sound now? Can you hear me? Or I need to put this back? Sound buddy, Baba. Sound is back. Okay, well, I took it off. I hope you can hear me just fine. For whatever reason, but there was nothing in between. God damn it. Keep. All right, let's see. You're gone again. Wow. A live show too. Stop. Audio issues. Wow. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. You're back. No sound. Maybe of the plan design. Yeah. Everything I had is just the same thing and should be. I don't need this. Okay, yes, now it works. Akumda. All right, let's see. Oh, God damn it. I mean, I have this thing, I unplug it. All right. What can I do? I'm going to do it like this. I don't know if you can hear me very well or the same way. I'm going to probably be picked up by this laptop's microphone, which probably is going to be the same. Good now. Whew, Mossad. Maybe soundtrack conspiracy. Nah. I don't. I know these guys are watching. I know these guys are doing what they think they should do, which protect the people. But they are. How do you put it? I don't think I'm that. I don't think we are. I'm not that important yet, even though I saw a lot of things where they promote certain things. Have you seen, for instance, this Lexman? I think it's called the guy who interviewed Zelensky Stein. He's a Zelensky Stein as well. Uh, he's allowed to interview Zelensky, and he gave him all the good questions and all that. Now, that's the way it is. All right, Gato is missing in the wires. Okay. Design, yes, looking good. Thank you. Audio issues, it fixed. I think show the book again. All right, here is a book. It's just postcards, all right, drawings, just a bunch of postcards that you can send if you want. That's the book right there. He's got the kind of playing with the audio cable. No, it's right there, sleeping right now after a tiring day. Tiring day. So you want personal questions as much as I can answer. You want questions about, you have questions about uh, guns, guns control, supposedly comprehensive, freedom of speech, Ukraine war. Give me whatever questions you want. I'm just going to go and read and try to answer. Is the cat playing with the audio cable? No. Sorry, sir. Start from the book. Some from the book. What's your opinion about Alinsky's interview with Lex Friedman? That's what I was talking about. Thank you very much. Friedman, when you see some people just on YouTube or on other, just shooting like crazy up, like for instance, I'm not going to give you, Shapiro and others, because Shapiro, we know who's got it and so on, who's all that. But when you see people that are just, I'm not saying this Lex is not good. I watched him. He's, for what he's doing, he's doing. But the fact that he went, he's Jewish. He is from, I think, that area as well. And you see all these guys showing up over there and interviewing this Zelensky and being so cozy with one another, like in a club. I have big doubts that, Mr. I don't have any evidence. But I have a gut feeling. Let's put it this way. So when I see Lex Friedman, being available. Yes, he has a lot of subscribers. Yes, that's true. That's true. But many people have lots of subscribers, and you don't see them interviewing Zelensky. Why? Because he's kosher. He's accepted. He's okay. Good for him. Good for him. It was just a ping pong game. I give you this, you bring it back. It was not a game in a competition. It was just a warm up, foreplay. Emil is a sound virgin. Long time ago. Hi, Emil. What do you think about Russian deterrence? The NATO countries seem to be able to attack Russia with proxy at least. Russia, in my view, has lost some level of deterrence. Will they restore it? You see, these guys here are like children. They try to push until you smack them or you punish them, whatever comes first. It's not illegal to beat your child, according to Child Protective Services. If you leave marks, we have a problem. But you can, but don't leave marks. I'm not supporting that. I'm not promoting that whatsoever. I was beaten like a dog, not like a dog, but in my childhood, I took a lot of beatings. Not from people, because I gave the beatings mostly, but from adults and family. All right, so that's a personal thing here. Maybe that clarifies certain behaviors here. So I think these guys are pushing, 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 and as I said, as long as until the Russians hit the banking system somehow, international banking system, which is behind this, somehow the military-industrial complex, which is hard, and the energy sector of these guys, then they will think about, oh, maybe we do something, not bombs, because bombs destroy something that the banks are gonna um, rebuild. The military industrial complex will bring the weapons to defend from the guys, and then you have the energy sector that's gonna produce. Therefore, you can't just shoot and destroy over there. I thought that the Russians eventually will drop an tactical nuclear weapon on Ukraine somewhere as a test. They did with Oreshnik, hypersonic missile, ICBM, and these guys did not get a message. They keep going, rolling. That's why I think it's another war of destruction in Europe. Pushed by whom? Someone mentioned something with some hats before. I don't know. You figured it out. So the Russians, these guys will not stop until they get touched a little bit. And I'm not talking about the politicians or the country per se, the interest, because it's about interest. It's about interest to take over this. That's what it is. And it's not hard to figure out who's behind all this. Que bono, who benefits, follow the money. Trump is going to start a war with the Dutch to try and get Greenland. I don't think. I think Greenland was going to come by itself if that would be the case. Thank you very much. Blame it on Putin. Blame it on the cat. Through the church. Through the church. I've got an air rifle and a baseball bat. Best we get in the UK. Why? Why? That this the right of self-defense should not be infringed or regulated by the guys who could come at your door and get you. History, remember, the world's history proves that the guys in charge committed more crimes against their own subjects than the subjects among themselves, like the neighbors. So the kings, the counts, the Dutsi or something, or the people in charge, they always committed more crimes on the subjects. So obviously they want to disarm you. So you can't do anything when they come at your door. Not because necessary. We can straighten things up. I don't know if you noticed, but the government and these guys is media, their media, they're pushing all this group hatred. You don't like these guys, you don't like these guys. But you and your neighbor have no problem, even if your skin is different, your height is different, your weight is different, your eyes are different, your speech is different. You can be friends with the guys that these guys are telling you should hate. But that's the way it is. Someone put it very nicely. The wars are fought with people, regular people, for old people who hate one another. We don't have any problem with one another. We're told to have problems. Why? The guy's in charge. So yeah, guns. We need to have guns. I don't see anything. Have any gun. I mean, not a bazooka. Let's put it this way, because if the government wants, it's gonna take care of you. But at least at the little pew pew pew, choo 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 choo. Even automatic, I would kind of not automatic. Uh, the bad dudes have automatic weapons as well. They got the Draco, the Romanian one. They're gonna just do whatever they want. We, on the other hand, we have a pew, a pew, a pew. I mean, you cook that one, you do shit. Anyway, hello from Berlin. I've been to Berlin many times, Alexanderplatz and many other places over there. I went to the European Championships in 1997 in Berlin. Kyokushin Karate. I participated for Romania. I was a national team 1997. Okay, move on. Coffee. Coffee. America was created through terror. Ask the natives. You really want to get okay, Jay? America was created through terror. Ask the natives. First, I don't consider the Indians who migrated over the Bering Strait into this continent being the natives. Genetics tell us so. So not only we told them where they came from, they didn't know. When we found them, we found them at what? Paleolithical something. We should have probably let them like that and take everything else. If you were really, really, really with terror, bad things happen 100%. 100%. What are we supposed to do now? Ourselves? No, they are Indian Americans, and whomever is born here, look at the dictionary. Whoever is born here is a native. That's how I see it. And the dictionary, I think, supports that thing. And besides, they talk about the Holocaust on this, Holocaust on that. Now, let's say I'm a settler right now, and my ancestors were settlers here. And you have these guys, the Native Americans, coming and telling me and pointing the finger. What do you think I should do? Should I go and desecrate my forefathers' graves because of your forefathers? Are you kidding me? I will look around and then, so these guys are not careful with that. They're not careful with that. And anyway, we can live all together. I think it's enough. Crimes occurred. Remember, the natives killed one another like crazies before we showed up and after we showed up. Let's put it we and them. They killed one another. Do you think the Apaches or the Comanches or the Cherokees were just peaceful and smoking the peace pipe? Why is it called the peace pipe? Because it was a war before. I mean, please, my friends, look at the Spaniards and not only the settlers' stories. Some of them are lies, some of them are exaggeration, but we have them. Did they write anything? So, okay. It's something that really bothers me. The same when I hear these guys, give me reparations, give me this. Why would I give you something? I don't owe you anything. And why would I take a dump on my ancestors for you? And why don't you take a dump on your ancestors? At that time, things were bad. I agree with you. Why should I pay? Anyway, I forget this is not Rumble. I can't say too much. Emil becoming an anarchist. Give me my weapons. No, I don't think they should be taken by anybody. Nobody should take my weapon. It's like, I don't know, my cock. Nobody should take my cock unless I give it. So the same here. No, I don't see that whatsoever. Get out. My guns have been invented. You can't uninvent them. Criminal want gun to make. Yeah, they will make it. My amigo, my Emil, mi amor. Okay, Tupac. All right. Guns, whiskey, women, men, world. We are primitive. If there's no guns, we can't protect one another. Let's say tomorrow, you see, Costa Rica doesn't have a standing army, but nobody wants to get into Costa Rica per se. Is that okay? But let's say, what do you think will happen if tomorrow United States of America has no army, no standing army? I guarantee you that it's going to be invaded in the next day with people with guns. So you need guns as a deterrence, as I say. And besides, with that comment over there with the Native Americans, how many would not like to pay us back for something that someone else did to their ancestors? Look at Mexico, for instance. Do you think those guys are not ready for their Aztlan? Look at for La Raza party or the movement and the Aztlan. Go and see what's going on over there. If the United States of America doesn't have guns, I'm talking about military, we're going to see something very bad here. Do you believe Biden is a sinister force? Yeah, I think so. I think he is, and he can't hide behind an old guy with a little bit of Alzheimer. No. I think I think he's a very. I will use this word. You can have a drinking contest here. He's a primitive guy who promises, who sells. I think anyone around him just to be where he is. I think he's an average Joe, but unfortunately, some people put him over there because they could use it. This was not his administration. He was over there just as a right there. And the guy said, yes, sir, I'm okay with that. He is. He's not very bright. I can give you that, tell you that. I'm not. You can register AK-47 inside Serbia. Excellent. You can register, yeah? Can you tell us about Slobodan Milosevic? This is, I don't know, I can't tell you how much I know about it, but about him. I think he fought for his country. I think the way, as I know, the Serbs rounded him up and sent him over there to die. All right, I didn't like that at all. And I think Slobodan Milosevic. I don't know exactly the reasons why the Serbs did not do more, because they had a submarine or two.
they could have done more. And it seems to me like not they, the people, the leadership of Serbia at that time, Yugoslavia, 1999, I'm talking, they could have caused damage in NATO countries easily, and they didn't. It's not that they couldn't, they didn't. That's what bothers me about Slobodan Milosevic. I mean, like Putin, these guys called the Western partners. These guys look at Gaddafi. This is this is what these guys want to do to Putin. Look at Gaddafi. This guy doesn't get it, really. And still now, they exactly that's what they would do to Putin and Lavrov and all these guys. See what we did as humans with Mussolini and whatever her name is. I can remember. Always forget her. His mistress's name always comes Carla Bruni, but that's Sarkozy's love flame. Sarkozy half Jewish, by the way. All right, who would know? Uh, anyway, so look how great we treated those guys. That's why the other guy says, "I'm going to blow my corpse." Poof, there you go with a Walter. What do you think I'm going to be? Allow myself to be by whom? Especially when he heard what happened to Mussolini. So Slobodan Milosevic, and then he died. Hello from Nigeria. Hello, my friends. Cracovia. I've been in Cracovia 2 times. Beautiful city. I was right in the downtown with that beautiful. All right, let's see. Everything is chemicals. You absolute ignoramus. Talking to me? Okay, thank you very much. All right. You smoke kush or amnesia now? Okay, these guys, people on coffee cause a lot of accidents. Moderation is the key. It's a media aura est. That is, moderation, the average, not the average like the average Joe, is moderation. One of the Russians, Jesus Christ, Putin, take some money back. Um, the ancient Greek virtues, one of them was obviously moderation. But without excesses, you don't break some ceilings of knowledge, of competence. So you need from time to time to break the norms, and if you just like you're not gonna do it's good for preservation. And remember, we have to not to live a life, we have to live a good life, but we have to make some excesses in order to figure things out. Otherwise, what do you think these guys, our explorers, if they were, oh my god, we're not going to go over that ocean, we don't know what's on the other side, moderation, stay home and plow the fields? No, they took chances and they went over there and they found all kind of people, good and bad. And but they were the explorers, they discovered things. Crăciun fericit, Merry Christmas, Crăciun fericit. Alcohol is more damaging as weed. Why are you guys so caught into this? What is more damaging than what? You should have it, you act stupidly, you go to prison, I don't know, or we make you work a little bit harder, if you know what I mean. Some happy camp for you. And then we release you, and then you go back and you do whatever you want. Don't act under the influence. That's all. Waste your life if you want, but don't ask for handouts saying that I'm poor. And why? Because this causes dependency and complacency. So therefore, what are you going to do? You're going to ask, he's got money, he's got this, he's got that, he's got that. Why? He took it from me. No, I didn't fucking take it from you. Just to start off. Because they say it's the pie. It's not a pie. The pie is not a finite pie. You have room to get more and more. The pie grows or goes smaller, but it is, dynamic move over there. In the, oh, he took it from me. Where's the cat? Sleeping right there. With a brass bat. In England, only gentlemen was allowed carrying swords. I wonder why. And you see, a gentleman had to have a certain behavior. Not anyone was called gentleman right now. I went to the trailer park and I met a gentleman over there and I asked him. He was half naked with a knife in his hand. The gentleman told me that no, that's not a gentleman. That's a man. That's a human being. A gentleman or a lady. She's a lady. Oh, okay. You have to prove. You have to have a certain behavior. So yeah, probably you have to be kind of responsible. That's why criminals should not have. All right, but since people can vote without showing any ability, they just have the right. How about this one? You give any baboon a gun, It's a good question. You take it if you act stupidly. Ozempic, that's for what? For that's for people that take from so they don't get fat anymore. With this for wimps. Okay, oh my god. All right. All you wish to know about Slobodan Milosevic. Well, uh, I knew as much as I knew at that time. I didn't enhance my knowledge after that. Okay. Pittoresc pentru lumea actuală din generația plecată după 89 majoritatea gândim la fel. So someone says here that for the actual people right now from the generation that left after 89, the majority of us think in the same way. We were formed in the communist system. As bad and as good as it was, we were taught certain things. Like, for instance, I would say more discipline. We were taught to be more self-reliant, maybe, even though there was communists. I met a lot of people who immigrated with me or in the same, and some people are doing very badly in the West. They come from different families. They had different kind of education. It matters very much, where you start in life. And you can say, well, I am disadvantaged, therefore I need to take these guys down with equity because he was, it's a race. It's a family race. My family is ahead of his family, and his family is ahead of my family. The same as civilizations. That's how I look at it. Some people are way back, and some groups are way ahead. I mean, when I'm going to give you an example, since we are at the Native Americans, when these some Europeans showed up as conquerors, settlers in North America, and not only, what did they find? Who are these people? These people were when the Europeans were about 15,000 years back. All right. So that it's just a coincidence. They developed slowly. They would probably evolve this and that. I don't know how fast. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Emily, for spreading the truth. I have seen the cat go bad peacefully. Hello. Thank you for being here. Medical care in America, medical terrorism. Well, could we then see those Chihuahua countries like Romania get involved? We know Romania is an arms hub. They are transferring weapons to Ukraine. Correct. That's exactly. Romania is waiting like this, okay, to be activated by Al Capone. And when Al Capone will say, let me unleash the whatever you said over there, Chihuahua, the Chihuahua will go, that's what's going to do. And the Russians going to be like, bang, and the Romanians, toing. But in the meantime, Romania will be destroyed, and the tough Romanians will be up. Why? For the West. The Americans are coming. God damn it. And that's with many others. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Women have been turned against us and don't realize they don't hold any power. The tribe of the Wonder People do. We are not even allowed knives in UK because they say migrants stab people. Bad people stab people. I read an article today where they said that most sex crimes in Great Britain, I think 67% or something of them are committed by, wait a second, I was about to make a video on that, committed by some people of some kind to the small majority, a small minority. Let me show you. Come on, people. I got it ready, and I did. Right here. This is according to Russia Today. Today I got it. And right here. Migrants arrested for sex crimes at triple the rate of Brits. Foreign nationals have been accounted for almost 67% of arrests for sexual offenses in the city of London. Well, London, half of them is with immigrants, isn't it? Not with English people. So good job, Great Britain, or England, or Wales, or what do you want me to call whomever over there. So you say, well, the arrest, Emil, the arrest, that's the key point, the arrest. Well, the reporting plus the arrest are matching. Go and verify that. They say, well, they are disproportionately arrested. But if you have of reporting, they match. So let's say there were 60% of this were reported that were Romanians doing it, and 60% were arrested. That means we're not disproportionately. They committed more. They were reported as committing and they were caught. The same if you say the French commit 10% and they're reported 10% are French, and then you arrest about 10%. So the same thing with these guys here. Well, they're incarcerated. Don't fucking commit crimes. There you go. Uh, is your cat a witch? Okay. Do you think Syria is an Islamic state now? It's definitely under the influence. What do you mean an Islamic state? Like the ISIS? I don't think it is. I think it could be just like this. I think Syria is it's a no man's land and it's going to be for a while. I saw an article today I was about to make with Erdogan, and Erdogan said, God damn it, Erdogan said, I'm going to show you that right here. Russia Today. Turkey will intervene at slightest risk of Syria splintering. Erdogan, right there. Got it? I got it ready, but I can make videos 24/7. So yeah, I think it's gonna be like this. Why? Because it's going to hurt someone in the area and help someone who's gonna just get some more promised land. You know who that is? Yeah, the Iranians. Baboons, correct. All right, we are tribalistic. Yes, we are. All right. Dear Emil, what are your views on our new UK Prime Minister? He is worse than Kim Jong. Um, he is a liar because he lied. We all lied, but when you're over there in that position and you caught statements, you can. He lied. I think he's a weak person. I think he is not working for the British people. I think he's not very bright either. I think for me personally, he's irritating. His face requires some. All right, but anyway, that's personal thing. And he is the prime minister of Great Britain with 18% of the votes. Democracy in Great Britain, fantastic. I love it. I love it. He's not working for you guys if you're over there. Emil, did you ever hear of the term usury, whereby Jews can lend money without having to pay interest to banks? I know that the Christians, it was illegal for the Christians in medieval Europe to give loans and get um, interest or usury, but not for these guys. So that's what I know about them. And they lended money to many kings, therefore controlling many kings who did this and who that. Remember, it was Napoleon's, the French Revolution, I'm sorry, the French Revolution, and then Napoleon, and, who gave a lot of things to some. Why? Money uh, buys a lot of power and buys a lot of guns and so on. There are not enough people in the streets in Romania in order to get a revolution. Sorry, but this is the reality. You don't defend freedom and democracy by staying at home. Harry. We are humans. We are simple animals. Give us food, shelter, sex, some entertainment, bread and circus, like the Romans in the end. All right. And we're good, man. We don't even have to talk. I met many people who were upset that I was speaking up or speaking out because they had enough. They were contempt. Is that how we go? When you hear they were satisfied, most of them are satisfied. They have some food, they have some sex, they have some booze, they have some entertainment over there. Oh, Stiawa is playing with Rapid. Let's go. And that's it. They don't need more. They don't need more. I like, supposedly it was by um, Albert Einstein. He said that more than 99% of the human species uh, doesn't need a brain. The backbone is enough. That tells you something. So the same thing is everywhere. In Romania, these guys are happy, especially after the revolution where they eat a little bit better and they have a little bit of a car or a bicycle. You have to have conversations, you have to discuss, you have to have values, you have to have principles that you want to defend and put your life on the line to do these kind of things. And I'm not going to do this to me right now. Oh my God, I'm fantastic. But, anyway, let's move on. It's gonna, all right, let's go here. Biden has 2 weeks to start World War III. He's just going to be the one who's going to announce it. Other people will start it for him. How did you get endless supply of shirts? Well, with time. That would be the first. With time. And I take care of my stuff. Um, that's another thing. I don't, and with time it added. That's what it is. I can buy guns. I can buy uh, shoes, like women, shoes every day. Or sunglasses, another thing. I can buy these things every day. Or knives. Or some other ones that I can buy, but other things. Being called Renaissance man today, considering our society, is just a compliment. Take it as a compliment. You have good take on many things. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. I know that, but yeah, thank you. Let's stop there, right? Trudeau is not going. Trudeau. Thank you so much for this humility, Emil, that we have all more or less some mental issue, but our deep understanding and our humanity will prevail at all costs. Official science does not work for mental illness. We don't even have the right to bear arms where I live, yet we are all armed and ready for the worst. Never let your guard down. It depends on the, yeah, be prepared. Shut off the electric for a week. Don't need a bomb. Do you think Sandu will start something in Transnistria as a second front against Russia? They're definitely trying. They're definitely trying. I read an article earlier today where supposedly Sandu told the Ukrainians, guys, if you want the Ukrainians, if you guys, Ukrainians want to supply energy to Transnistria, you're free to go. Where in the hell does Ukraine have electricity? They get it from outside. So what is this? So Transnistria is going to depend on Ukraine, who's fighting the Russians? I saw this today. I read it. I think it was. Please. Sandu is again a tool, like the Romanians and so on. Salutări din Cagliari. Salutări, Cosmin. Like Greece could not afford the games. Was Slobodan Milosevic evil or what? I don't believe that on this guy is evil or this guy is good. It's a proportion. And he was never asked. I don't remember him being asked, or maybe he was asked, but I missed that one. Very possible. I was young at that time. I didn't follow everything. I don't follow everything now as well. But he was not asked what the reasons are, what he has to say about this. He was not. He was not. So I don't think he was evil. They say, well, he was corrupt. He did this to Kosovo and so on. In Kosovo, these guys achieved what they want to achieve, and the Serbs did not want to allow that. That was with Kosovo. Die like a king, a medieval king, or a fake modern king that lives in luxury and safety. Die like a king, a medieval king, or a fake modern king that lives in luxury and safety. I don't know if that's addressed to me, but I meant lion, not a king. Remember, in the past, the kings used to lead their soldiers. He was in the front with the buzdugan, with the sword and all that. Okay. Nowadays, our leaders are just like Lloyd Austin, for instance. Look how he behaved with the COVID, the courageous. I'm not saying he should die as an idiot, but excessive precaution means cowardness, right? When you're excessively cautious, and that means you're a coward. Chosen one, yes. Do you think official science does not work for mental illness? Slobodan Milosevic was USA banker, and then he got it. Respect for everything that you do, and you are not afraid to tell the truth. Salut din Germania. Te salut. Question is, Transnistria not getting gas because Sandu has not paid the gas bills to the Russia. It's so much interest. How do you get endless supply of shirts? Oh, this again? Wanna okay. All right, let me see what's some things. Slobodan Milosevic wanted to stop the rape of Serbia. America is the new Babylonich. I don't like that. I don't like to say it that way because that means we fall under how they frame us as Babylon. Babylon was a fantastic, advanced society that the goat herders, illiterate goat herders, hated because of the inferiority complex. All their little books over there, their little is about hatred and um, Babylon, the bad. Babylon left something. What did these guys leave? Let's see, the eternal city, Jerusalem. Jerusalem, when it was taken by the Israelis with the help of God, it was like nine, how do you call it, fortresses. The city was built on nine, I think, nine levels already. When they took it from other people, Jerusalem was not invented by them. These guys were not, it was not started by them. When they got over there, Jerusalem was, can't remember how many, I don't want to say thousands of years before these guys even showed up over there with their shalom, let me cut my cock. Okay, this is my covenant with God. Jesus Christ. Can you find something that shows you the level? My covenant is I'm going to cut my kids, my child's preputs and pick some foreskin of my cock. Wow. And the burning bush in the desert, that was a sign. Jesus Christ. Again, you want to drink? I'm going to use the word again. Primitive minds. All right. Shekels make the world go around. Go around. Correct. Do you want to be worshipped on some weird shirts? Do you want to be worshipped on some weird shirt? I don't understand it. Grow up. Babylon make the rules and all people suffer. Firstborn. Now that don't care corporations only, chosen one. All right. Salutări din Romania, salutări. We switch to Israel. You know, we can't talk about the chosen ones here. Basarabia, Basarabia. Yep. We condemn all press ganging in Ukraine. Zelensky is going to send Transnistria a bunch of coal from his stash. And now transition to Castellano. Greenland isn't that green. $100. Do you think official science does not work? Okay. Klaus Johannes, terrorist. I don't know if he's a terrorist, but I don't think he has the interests of Romania at his heart. And I tell you one of the reasons why I think that he's not. I saw his meteoric rise from a physics high school teacher quickly to a mayor in Sibiu, Hermannstadt, and then Bucharest, and then president. A lot of doors were opened by who do you think? And I know more about this, but hey, keep it like that. So, Emil, for all you have to do is the right time and place. I rarely get any ads on your videos for some time now. I don't know. I know what's going on, but what can I do? On YouTube you can chat with someone, and these guys are just, what can you, it's followers, it's what they are, that's the job. So I asked them to ask, that's how I texted. I chatted and I said, can you ask the CIA, FBI, NSA to please don't shadow ban me or something like this? They were like, that's what it is, my friends. But hey, I don't want to be a whiner here, but I know what's going on. Sound is fine. 10 minutes delay. Oh my God, trolls. I think your comments are quite far back. I could be, but sound back. 10 minutes delay. Oh, loud and clear, refresh and like comments. Just did it. Okay. Using official. I have to go. It's a lot of comments. Hello from Romania. Okay. Let me see. Let's go back. I mean, it would be insulting just to jump over, and ignore comments. Trying to go. So you're saying Russia should hurt the big noses with some hats? Whomever is in charge of the money distribution and the profits, the profiteers, not the politicians. Politicians are just, the telephone, the guy who's speaking on a telephone. I mean, that's the guy who needs to be talked to, and they know who they are. They know. You are reading comments from 20 minutes ago, Emil. What can I do? I have to low volume. It's a lot of comments, my friends, and I'm only one here. So if I just jump from one to another, it's like ignoring people's comments, and that's disrespectful. I understand. I like that you're commenting, but I'm trying to stop crying about the sound. That's okay, not me, but anyway, let's see what I have here. Just for the record, Emil, the laws of the land warfare don't apply to your own domestic population. It's completely legal to use banned weapons domestically. Okay. Welcome to the liberal matrix. Pew pew pow pow. What's this? Where is your Romano Canadian cousin when you need him? We have technical issues. Well, he is on a mission. Let's put it, leave it that way. He's on a mission right now. But hey, I will make contact with him uh, maybe in a month or so. We'll see. He's gone. All right. Emily, can you turn up the microphone, please? Audio is a little low for me. Well, this is the thing. I'm going to plug this back in, but I will not know if it's good because it says this is. If I plug it, I'm afraid you're not going to hear anything like we did before. And let me plug it in and see what's going on here. And if we're going to lose the sound again, clip. All right. Let's see. We lose the sound. And if I'm 10 minutes low, then behind is not good. Okay. Now this should be working, but it didn't work. Usury is horrible. Well, I wonder if they censored this comment too. The British King did before the French Revolution. I would not ask anything now. So, wow, a lot of comments. Thank you. I bet Mr. Kamal will get a moderator in no time. Some secretaries. Just between us. Don't tell anybody. Okay. So can you hear me? Is that sound good? Does it sound good? Plug the mic. I did. So I'm waiting for you guys to tell yes or no. Gary, plug the microphone wire back in. All right, let's see. Really appreciate all you do. Love your sense of humor, a light in the dark times. Peace to all acts. All right. Is it? Sound is very low. I don't do anything. I don't change anything, my friends. And this is at the maximum that I have, including this or that over there. Dash 40. Happy New Year's. Just low volume sound is good. Maybe better now. Hello. Now your ears like bang. All right, sounds all right. Elafel boomare. Well, what can I say? Oh man, like your sense of humor. Sound is good, yes. Loud and clear. Turn volume up a little. As I said, I can't do anything any more. So what do we need to do, my friends? We need to organize. Spreading the information is very good. Someone asked me in Romania, what would I do? Would I agree to run for election? And I said, no, in Romania about. No, if someone offers me a job, I would probably take a certain job in Romania. But I said I need to go over there with the military. So that's with Romania. Romania needs another culture. Needs Romanians in general need to look at things differently. This one's too, but it's still, I think some things are much better here, even though things are going worse. I gotta tell you, better. Okay, good. Make closer, good. I'm gonna do like this. Well, and how do you think? Does it work okay? Or do you well, on my nose? God damn it, man. What can I do? I'm gonna put like this right here and something over here. I don't like the big microphones on the table. I don't like that to you see I'm a lot of things I'm doing here. Where did you phone Mick? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Emil, in hindsight, given what you know now, would you have still emigrated to the United States or emigrated somewhere else? No, I would have still come here. I will still be in the United States of America. I visited and I stayed in some Western countries in Europe, obviously Western countries, and no, I will still be here. I will still be here. It fits. It fits me. It fits me. That's another thing. Like people say, "Hey, do you like this? Why do you like these shoes? These are better or look better." Well, I like these ones. These are the same here. I would still. I have to say something personal, but all right. I was telling a loved one that a few days ago that when I decided to eventually be here, I was thinking of my future children, and because of the future, what I thought I will give, what the United States of America will give, what I knew about America at that time, United States of America. But there's two things that unfortunately I failed. I didn't know. First, the education system and the woke thing that changed here, negatively changed. I didn't know the regimentation here. I did not know the propaganda, but the fact that they are regimented in the schools as they are, the children. I don't know how many of your children are your children culturally, or like a family. They are your children biologically or whatever legally, but that's one. I didn't anticipate this to get worse here in such a way with the woke ideologies and with pink hair, with the snipping of balls and all that. And the second one is the food. The food. We ate healthy in the communist Romania. These guys ate garbage, and we've been eating here garbage, and it shows. All kind of. I'm not gonna go like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but I agree with a lot of things he says about our intake, alimentation. So I'm sorry, my children probably are they're very sick. What they eat here, regular food, good food, smells like food, looks like food, tastes like food, but something else over there. So this is things I didn't know, I didn't anticipate. Yeah, I would come here. All right. I don't like live chat. Limited to your comments. Clean Georgescu is the best. Well, he's a good option to, I think, but you see, like in States of America, is a system, and the system has the guns, right? Think about that one. Trump back, Corona also back, is following the back White House. Maybe look in the input and output volume in the control panel. I did that, and it's at the maximum, but the volume doesn't go that high. Maybe even if I go on this laptop again, is at the maximum. I will try it next time. What can I do? Te știu foarte puțini, doar cei care vorbesc engleza și care nu sunt babuini. Andrei said, not a lot of people know you, only the ones that speak English and the ones that are not baboons. In the comments that I receive, and sometimes I read, about 99% of the comments are good. 1% are comments that are intended to hurt my feelings. All right? From that 1% of comments to want to hurt my feelings, about 60% of them are in Romanian language, are Romanians. I'm not saying I should not make a program in Romanian. I would like to, but that's why I'm saying these guys over there, they need change. They need change. They can't take someone's opinion or assessment that doesn't match theirs. They're immediately about strangling and shutting you down. That's, remember what I told you about the civilization cycle, and when these guys met the Native Americans here, remember the same thing. These guys need about 20 generations to catch up with these guys here. Some of them, because I'm part of that system, but luckily I was part of a family that provided me a very good foundation. All right, better. The computer is not using. You are too good for what? Snake-filled chaos. All right. And nobody, that sounds is good. He went to US because he missed communism. He's a nostalgic. Yeah, that was used to be one of my arguments when people say, why are you here? I said, because communism moved to the United States of America. And they were like, huh? Because they're, you hit them like 5 steps ahead. And they're like, what is this guy talking about? They need like 3 lifetimes to figure out what you actually said. Too many lying trolls. Emil not using scroll means this won't get resolved. Use an accommodator. Emil weak. LOL. Where is your where is your work? This Mark. The enemy is listening, Mark. I can give you a lot of information. This is not work. Putin takes care of you. No, this is not work. All right. It's a lot of information, a lot of things that I'm doing aside. This is a kind of like a hobby for me. Where do I get my money? Okay. Emil came this just time before woke revolution. Yeah. We are here to head with, and we can, okay, I can hear what's wrong with you. Okay, think about this. All of the European is going okay. All right, let's see go now. Should we trust Trump will bring global peace? Why? No, he's not going to bring global peace. He's not into having peace unless he's in control of your resources. And that's not because Trump. That's the way we are. Um, some people say, why are there wars and all that? Because people want things, and when they are not checked, you know, then they get it through war, through aggression. That's what it is. So no, Trump is not for peace. He wants peace on his terms, which is we tell you what to do, we take your resources, we have our businesses, we do good, and I'm in charge of everything. Why do you think he's over there? Because, you know, after all, he's a billionaire, right? All right. Small town mountain, okay. Compared to whom? ADL give Emil the most views. ADL. Well, I'm waiting, my friends. If you put, for instance, names, if you do some searches on YouTube with the bad people, you're gonna find the first is ADL promotes, and they are always promoted as the first option. So it's not, let's say you put David Irving, and you're gonna find out ADL tells you this and tells you that. The first 2-3 videos are about David Irving, how bad he is, for instance, and many others. Or like look for instance for Dr. William Pierce. Look for him. You're gonna find out, goddamn guy. By whom? By ADL. Who are these guys? The guys who shape our decency. Because they're a bit more moral than you and I, the Hollywood tells us, and the university professors who are, uh, yeah, I should have a, all right. Is Alinsky Stein dead yet? No, no. Probably when he's going to try to go to London, the Russians will hit it. Trump is a Trojan horse from the beginning. He's talking about Zionism here. Well, he's definitely not touching them with a feather. He's like, ooh. Yeah. I saw a video clip with Vivek Ramaswamy yesterday when he talks about the, I think, conservative Jewish something, whatever. He showed up and he said, talk about this and that, this and that. And that tells you something. If you have to bend over and take it deep, showing up at APAC or all these organizations, that tells you how influential, how strong they are in your own country. Now, is this democracy? Is this a special interest run? Yes, they do. All right. Clear thinking. Let's see. From the money don't make up. Oh, Bali is back. Is there something where you are? Is this knowing where you are? Where are you? No, it's not snowing. I'm on planet Earth in the state of Michigan, inside of a building. All right. Hi, Emily. Wish you the best. Your nudes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Money always comes from the bank. What about gold? All right, and not only Bitcoins now. From where bank Trump is a Zio. What is going on with Musk? Seems the power has gone to his head. Uh, I will tell you something straight, okay? Uh, I will tell you if man, I don't know how to tell you because it's going to be sounding weird, but I'm going to tell you straight. I think that the Greeks, the Romans were right. You need not only a mental health, you need physical health. You have to expose yourself with to physical danger, to being afraid, to go into direct fights, being a either a boxer, a judoka, a I don't know MMA fighter, to practice somewhere where physical violence is a fact, and you're afraid. And by fighting in a street or the organized way, not sparring. In sparring, you're not afraid, right? Like real fight, no, like real fight, you get knocked out, knocked the shit out. So it has consequences. You have to train people in that too. I don't think Musk is. I think Musk, the way I saw his beginnings and watch a video when he receives that I don't know what it was, Lamborghini, Ferrari, he gets dropped to his house. He's like a child. He doesn't see like a soy boy. I don't know, and he's an adult. The way he acts, he doesn't act like a, and that's dangerous because remember, people who never faced physical adversity and real fight, they're eager to have other people get involved. They get a kick out of, oh yeah, I'm going to go in a war. Look how many criminals who are not in the military, they pushed wars and wars and wars. So for me, Elon Musk playing too much power, he's a sitting duck. If CIA decides or FBI decides that Elon Musk needs to be shut up, made to shut up, they will do it in no time legally. I guarantee you that. Legally, with signature from how many judges you want. How many you're going to receive that? I guarantee you that. So Elon Musk right now is with Trump and blah, blah, blah. These guys can take care of, I foresee Elon Musk being shut down and exiled to Russia. What he's doing on X is good, and not only. Uh, why do you claim Bessarabia is Romanian? Why do you claim Bessarabia is Romanian? Romania only held some of that territory for 30 years. Romania didn't exist before 1500 AD. Mile. Okay. If you agree, and if you don't agree, then we can continue the conversation. If you agree that the Romanians are the Urmashi, how do you call it? The heirs of the Thracians and the Dacians, then the conversation is over. If it's not Romanian, whose is it? The Slavs? The Slavs came when? In the 6th century? Way after not the Romanians, the Thracians, the Dacians were around. You're right, Romania was not as a country until what? 1877. That's when they declared independence from the blah, blah, blah. If you want the, as a Romania. It's true. But what am I supposed to say? We came first and you came last? I mean, how far do we got back? How far? That's why I claim it. And about the 30 years, who should it be? Should it be Russian? Ukrainians? Who are the Ukrainians? The Russians claim that the Ukrainians are Russians with Polish influence. Now, who should I trust? Oh, they're lying? Should be Polish? What are the Poles doing over there on their territory? The Poles came over, what, in the 6th century? Are they Slavs? Yeah, so what the fuck are they doing over there? So if you want me to go like this, all the Slavs should get out and leave, I don't know, the Illyrics, the Greeks, the Thracians, be around, and everybody else, get the fuck out. No, I'm listening. That's why I claim. I claim because it was taken by whom? And since when Bessarabia right now is a Bessarabia is a country as Moldova? Who? Well, if it was taken from somewhere, given to whom exactly? Why was it given to the southern part of Bessarabia, Odessa area? Not saying Odessa area in the south. Why is it now Ukraine? Ukraine owned it. When was Ukraine legally? In what? In 1918? Then was Ukraine made. So what the fuck rights it has? I mean, all right, I understand. In one way, uh, I agree. Bessarabia, I don't really want Bessarabia to turn to be a part of Romania. I tell you why. Because these guys are a mafia state, and the mafia state is just going to be involved in another mafia state. We're going to be part of another mafia state. So I'm sorry for the people. I hope that all those guys over there in Republic of Moldova, Basarabia, should live in peace, being Russians, Jews, Romanians, whatever they are over there, Kazakhs, and who knows what else. I'm not going to go over all of them right now. Emil, tell us more about your books, Irina. Uh, well, I wanted to have my books. I wrote 3 books, and I had plans for others, but life doesn't allow you to have enough time and mood. Like poems, I write poems, and you can't, or I carve, I paint. You have a certain kind of mood to be in a mood for doing that. And the first book was about the society, how I envisioned to create a better society than we have. Just that was the first one. It was like a for people, future generations that would look at it. I think it will help them, see things from a different angle and maybe improve. That was the other one. Was out of again was about the God's nature, Yahweh, their God's nature, not our. Ours are the Greeks gods, the Roman gods, if you want, the Nordic gods. Those are our gods. Even the guys in Persia are closer to us than the that one. So I didn't like because I looked for divinity. I looked for this. I looked for that. And I thought at one point I thought that I found, but no. And just all good about the gods. But if you read the Old Testament, you find a different kind of God that we're not told about. So I just exposed, I think, with logic and Greek logic, not with a Jewish logic or Israeli logic. However, Israelis logic, okay, they didn't have logic. These guys had logic. But anyway, I interpreted verse by verse the Old Testament and the New Testament, but I didn't finish the third volume. So that's what made me write. So other people can look and say, like the Talmud. Nobody tells you about the Talmud. Just read of what they think about themselves and you, if you're a goyim. Just think about it. But don't you read it? Someone basically doesn't want you to hear about that. So that's why I started those books. I read them. Salute, Emil. Okay. All right. What do we have here? Vlad the Impaler is a real book. Well, Vlad has been, is, and has been, and will be my, I think, idol. Um, why? Because the way I look at him, he was a person who was for justice and he was courageous with balls. Made mistakes, a lot of them, like, but nevertheless, he is my hero. There are some others. I know it was Zeus at one point, and still is. It was Hercules. It was Tarzan. It was Superman. It was John Wayne. These guys was Miyamoto Musashi. But if you look at all these people, they have something in common. They're all strong, disciplined, hardworking, and so on. And the how do you call it, the paranoia, the God mentality of knowing a lot, being in charge as well. We all have our tyranny inside of us. I live in a country where men can buy pregnant belly from Michigan. Okay. Emil, you're the best. The only real voice left on Papa Pop. Muslims, thank you for the answer on Zelensky Stein, Emil. You're welcome, and I'm sorry if I can't, and not if, because I can't answer all your questions. And salut, Emil, la mulți ani, sănătate multe, mulțumesc la fel. How will Ellen and Bannon H1B drama end? Okay, the visa, H1B visa, that should be very much controlled. I'm okay with importing brains. I am for it. But don't forget, we have to create ours as well, because we can't just get Indians and Chinese to work for us where this is needed. Tiki, and others. We can't. Remember, Trump told Germany not to allow itself to be blackmailed by the cheap Russian pipe gas. Now, the same thing. You should not allow yourself to do that. When these guys say, well, we need these guys to come over, why? That means your education system sucks. I want to see the traitors lined up and then give it to me. I can show you. You know what I mean? Not the sword. No, 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 I don't mean that. Hello from San Antonio, Texas. Hello. So the drama will be there, is going to be based on power. Who's stronger? Who's going to have more audience about Bannon and these guys? I think it should be limited, and that's it. It's necessary. You always get more innovative people, smart people, people who know more than you, and you need them if you develop fast enough. But if you're an agrarian society, then you don't need these guys to work your fields. Oh, you don't pay them enough. If you anyway, thank you for your videos. 100,000 subscribers yet? No, not yet. These guys are just using their stop, Emil. I mean, that's fine. I can deal with this. I know what's going on. I know what I mean. You just have to go to the 10th grade and go probabilities and probabilities. Go and study that a little bit. And not only that, with life, you realize that the probability that I grow 7 or 10 people, subscribers a month on a population of 7 billion with ability to see me and spreading is just ridiculous. But what am I supposed to do? Write the guys in chat again? I'm sorry, not like this. Chick with my hooves, clop, 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 clop. Okay, hey, tell FBI, CIA, NSA to give me some, allow me to get some subscribers. Time will come, and if it doesn't, I'm doing fantastic. So, thank you. Emil got a sponsor. My only one. I got many sponsors. Stop covering your mic with your phone. Get in even closer to your mouth. Because you said that. Ah, I can do it, my friend. That's all I can do. Emil, thanks for great content. Thank you very much for being here with me. Manila, Papa Musk is crazy autist. I think he's get what? Caradine, whatever hard drug he's taking. That's not right. That's not good. What is it, Elon and the UK? Elon Musk says things. I will say this. I hope one day I will not be punched in the face for saying this, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Some people want people who did not have attention crave attention more than the other ones that had attention. The same thing with people who won a competition. If you won a competition, you're a little bit more, how should I put it? Slow down, take it easy, But once you do it, but it seems like Elon Musk wants to really go. Remember, for most of his life, on his own making, nobody told him what to do. He told everybody what to do, however he want. The same with Trump. What do you think what kind of psychology that builds in a person? Not a democratic one whatsoever. So obviously he's going to say things. Nothing's going to happen great. I'm glad that he's saying it and he has audience and traction. I like that. I was listening to William Pierce in the 90s and have read all David Irving's book. You remind me of William. The way he spoke read tales of a dead man's end. Peter. Yes, that's the deeds of a dead man is more important. Cattle die, this die, human die, but what remains after is a good man's deeds. Wasn't that something like that? Oh, too familiar with me? Well, you have to learn, regardless if it's if this guy says or that guy, you gotta learn, broaden your horizon, universe. All right, Chinese virus. Okay, Emil is a gladiator. Hmm, I don't know. I like what I'm doing. I don't. A lot of people told me, "Well, Emil, I'm concerned with your safety." So what was going to happen? Uh, get hurt, injured, killed? Wow. I mean, you can, you can. How do you call it? You can defend or you can plan to a certain extent. Otherwise, I'll be in the basement somewhere, and with more the guns around me, waiting for anybody who's gonna. I hear a crack on the first floor or something. My friends, I'm old enough to say I don't care. I lived it already. I don't. I mean, I hope for more, much more, because that's the way I am. Very greedy guy, and very extreme. But if something happens, I think I did. Okay, people. All right, gata, a venit sonorul. Good. All right, let's see. Diving Irving is still the go-to guy on Nazi documents. Well, just go. I never mentioned his full name here, but nevertheless, fat aristocrats. Let me see. Well, what time is it? It's 1:47. I will have 13 more minutes because I usually at 1 hour and a half I'm going like that. But let me get some. Okay. If I may ask, Emil, what is the status of any of your potential interviews with some of Romania's opposition candidates, especially the woman from their parliament who said they have lands in Ukraine? Miss Shoshuaka? Um, it is on the same stage, which is like I'm waiting. I send invitations. Probably I should send more. Um, Not probably. I will send more. Nothing. Nothing. I would like to interview Traian Băsescu as well. I would like to talk to Iliescu, maybe in a closed room, and not only. Nothing. Nothing. Unfortunately, Simeon. I invited Georgescu, Călin Georgescu. I invited Șoșoacă. Supposedly, I spoke with her son that says she's going to pass her the information that I want to speak with her, but never heard from that person again. Dear Emil, what will be the biggest story in 2025? Realistically, big things in the Middle East, potentially a big war, and Israel will drop some atomic bombs, nuclear bombs over there that it doesn't have. So a big war in the Middle East, that's what I think is going to happen. And then from there, it's going to exacerbate in other areas. In Ukraine, things will end slowly. And I think that's going to be the biggest one. I hope Jesus Christ shows up again and takes us all. I mean, sends me where I deserve, sends you where you deserve, and end this garbage here because we are just. All right, let's see what's going on here. Basarabia is inhabited by Romanians. The Romanians have the right to self-determination like any other people. Well, if we judge by that, if we reason like that, we have a lot of Latinos and Mexicans in some states here. If you go by that, you have a lot of African Americans living in certain areas, Romanians living in certain areas in the United States of America. What you have about 2 million Turks living in Germany. So what are you going to do? You're going to just get me little countries inside countries like Lesotho. Is Lesotho a country? You know what? Um, Lesotho is Lesotho. I'm talking about South Africa area. I think it is. Anyway, if I said something stupid, I apologize. But Lesotho came the first. Um, so again, I don't know if you go by this. A lot of gypsies are having a lot of land somewhere, and the same. You would agree with Kosovo, then you will agree with um, the Crimean Peninsula, with Donbass. Where are we going to go? We're going to test each and every person genetically. Because if, let's say, I identify as a Russian, let's say I'm United States of America with other Russians, let's say we got about 50 million people who identify as Russians in USA. And we say, well, we are Russians. I identify as. Should we just self-determination? It has to do also with the government. If the government is acting negatively against certain groups, within that country. Then you can just say, well, I'm Romanian in America, I want self-determination. The government has to oppress me in a certain way that, I kind of like, I'm done with these guys do not promote my rights and all that. Teach and will preach. Okay. Thracians and Dacians are Pelasgians as Greeks. Ah, Emil, Musk seems to be the face or cover poster boy. Israel wants to invade Egypt next. You know, the one thing with these guys is that they are about 11 million only over there, and about 10 million in New York, and about, I don't know, a few more millions, two or three or four in the Western world. So they, as a community, they're too small. You know what I mean? So they have to work with natives, traitors, in order to control the, you know what I mean? So if they take, like they say, well, the Russians will conquer Ukraine, and get what? About 30 million Ukrainians. How many are over there? They're gonna hate the Russians' guts. Why would you want 30 million inside of a country of 145, which is not all Russians? It's a Russian Federation. No, you can't. These guys are gonna eat you from inside. Little by little, these Ukrainians that you're gonna occupy and incorporate in your country will climb on the social career ladder. They will become politicians, and then one day they will return the favor. Like if you have a lot of people here, look what happened in New Zealand. Was in New Zealand or it was in Australia when that lady woman, I don't know, she started dancing saka kaka paka paka in the parliament, and let's say you have 80% of them in your parliament. What do you think they will do to you? You can only guess. If you think that no, 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 they would not do that. Remember, the Germans were the most educated nation in Europe at the time when they voted 33% for that bad guy. Remember? They were the most educated. And look what happened over there. So don't give me, oh, it will not happen to us. All right. All right, let's see. If you left USA, where would you live? I would like to live somewhere where I have a plot of land with woods, with a house with um, wooden fire inside. I don't know. Electricity, yes or no, with guns around me, many of them, and be away from this society. That's where I'm gonna go. This right now is just a transition. You see me here? This is a transition. Pretty soon you're gonna see me in a different milieu, where I'm gonna be in a wooden house, as I told you. That's where I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna make my videos from those woods. So I want to have as little contact with the powers, the government. I would like to be able to influence for the good of the people as much as I can. But I don't know. No idea. I like Switzerland. I like the land. I like it's organized, but Switzerland is also an invaded country, and it's, I don't know, Norway, Iceland, Finland, not Sweden, but everything I'm talking about is north, outside of Stockholm and Oslo and all those garbage towns. No, no, somewhere without. I want the natives. In America, I want the natives, not the Native Americans, the natives. Those guys I want. I don't want people like around. No, not much. I would have stayed home in Romania. So I can't tell you. I never thought of it. And who knows? As I said, somewhere it could be, I don't know, country, but I said my setting is going to be outside of the neighborhoods or things like this. Actually, Romania center is about Carpats, okay? Odessa is great for Al Capone. Cucuten, Tripilia, okay, this is a culture. Russian Christmas, yes, I think it's today, the 7th, correct. The Talmud, take Talmud to court. At least should be taught to people to know what these guys really think about them. India's gods are pretty cool too. Yeah, Shiva and Krishna, and yeah. They're pretty good. All right, let's see what else we have. I'm sorry, my friends, it's just a lot, and thank you very much. So Emil is Trojan Ake Serbian. So Emily Stroyan, Aka Serbian. What that is, I'm sorry. Lepensky, Vlad's the man. Yes, he is. Let's see what else we have. I'm going to read two more questions here. Let me see what I find here. Okay. Sorry, man. Just see what I can you stop saying Kharkiv, Kharkov. You managed to get Tupolev right. Can you try with Kharkiv? Thanks. No, I will not. I tell you why. I learned Tupelov, Tupelov, Tupolev. But see, I understand that the pronunciation, I don't even try, to be honest. I tell you why. When I used to be a college student in Romania, we learned that it is correct to read certain names in your own language, the way you would read them as a Romanian. So let's say I would go to Kharkiv. That's how I will read it in Romanian. Kharkiv. Kharkiv and Kharkov. That's perfectly perfect and acceptable. I'm not going to try to say Kharkiv, Kharkov, Kharkov. If I want, I can. Like people in America, they try to call me Emil. That's how I'm not Emil. My name is Emil. When I tell them these guys, what's your name? I'm like, oh boy, Emil. No, Emil. When I say Emil, they're like lost, but they try. They will not get it right. I'm not going to say, oh, please get it right. Call me John. Call me Tom Jones. Call me whatever you want, Adolf. Call me whatever you want to call me. Just let me know you're going to call me that way so I can answer. Unimportant. Unimportant. About the terms, if I don't pronounce them right, I personally don't care. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. If you know what I'm talking about, that's what I need. The same, I hear a lot of people, I give you this analogy. Let's say I am the guy who runs 100 in track and field, Olympics. And I get, I beat all those people that run faster than me, okay, in 100-meter track. And after I win, let's say I'm exaggerating. You understand? This is just an analogy here, an example, how you want to call it. And I win. And after I win and I get the Olympic medal and all that, someone comes and tells me, Emil, you know what? You don't write correct. You don't run correctly. You don't keep your fingers up. You keep them like crammed. I don't give a shit. Did I win? Did I win? So my point is, did I win? Yeah, I make mistakes. Sometimes I don't even try to. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. You would rather have me run correctly and lose, or run like this and win? Which one ideally will be to have both? So for me, that's not very important. But thank you very much. I understand, and I make many mistakes. I speak English with I butcher the English language in each and every video I make. Can you hear me? I mean, please, if I would be a guy from United States of America, I would say, how is this guy talking? What is going on with this guy? I know the 51% of the population was made to love the accent. Anyway, but I have to thank them for this and their Hollywood movies. So yeah, thank you very much. Don't focus on those little things. Like I hear people who tell me sometimes, not you, other people who say, comment about some detail in what I said. Let's say I make a video with, I think, every video I make, I think is very important. And I'm very passionate about it. So I make a point or many points in my videos. And someone tells me that, I don't know, instead of using past tense, I use the present perfect. Is that all you got out of me? Is that, without that, everything as I said is zero? All right. Anyway, thank you very much. I will not try, just so you know. Thank you. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Last comment. Why take away the brains of other countries? Produce your own. Other countries need their own. All countries should be equal and respect should rule the world. Thank you very much for coming. I tell you why. Nobody grabs those brains. Nobody grabbed me to come over here and be a productive member of the US society. Nobody. I came. Why? Because my people were assholes and I would have screwed my life over there. So that's the reason why the brains created by other countries cannot keep their brains over there, because their country is doing making some mistakes, the leaders in other departments. For instance, let's say an IT guy in India, very well educated. I'm going to give you an example. Very well. No, I'm going to give you a different example. An programmer, computer programmer in, let's say, 1994 in Romania or 1993 versus an IT here or programmer. Why should I stay here? Go to Canada or United States of America and make $120,000 a year. Why should you make, I don't know, $400 a month? What is this? That is the problem. So our lives are limited. So they didn't get it. You came. I came here. But I came here because I wanted to be something. I wanted to put something in this society, not only take. People say, well, Romania, United States of America was good. It gave you, USA gave you this. No, the only thing USA gave me was the opportunity to work like a slave. And thank you very much for that. Because I could have stayed here, like many, and just stay on welfare and scheme left and right. But no, I came here for the opportunity. Why? Because where I come from, my brain was not used. Why? Because the guys after the revolution were garbage. Garbage. So I agree they should stay there. But the problem is somebody over there is not doing a good job of keeping them. Therefore, they leave. And since we are free people, if we are, we should be allowed to migrate. Maybe tomorrow these guys are going to drop, which will, in the, retribution, financial retribution, salaries, and let's say Bangladesh is gonna be, or Zimbabwe, my friends will pay for, let's say, IT people, I don't know, $2 million a year. Where do you think the ITs are gonna go? Over there. It's not stealing, it's free movement of the people. They should not be infringed. UN Charter, correct? To a certain extent. There are nobody forced these guys to come over here. Nobody forced me come over here. And nobody put a gun to my head saying, okay, you're discriminated. I was not discriminated where I come from. I made a conscious decision to come here for three reasons. One, it was, I can't stay in that culture over there. I can't. I saw who was on the TV. I saw who the politicians were. I was young. And I said, I'm not going to screw my life here with these fuckers. That's what it was. Said, I'm out of here. Second, my income over there, so it was an economic move as well. So first it was a cultural thing. I said, oh, these guys, look at these guys, look at those guys. As much as I knew about USA at that time. And when I came here, obviously everything started dropping, but then rising again. And now this woke garbage cuts it back. So there was first was cultural. The second one was financial, economic. And the third one, I was thinking of the future generation. I'm going to have children in one day. Where do I want my children to live? With this, or with these guys that I thought, and it's better here than there. At that time, I made a great decision. I left many things back there. I wasn't a loser, but I would have gotten in fist fights, and I would have gotten bad. Every time I go to Romania. That's why I don't want to go to Romania. I don't want to travel to Romania. I don't want to land in Bucharest. Every time I land over there, I see these guys talking. I say, Emil, you got anger problems. No. Talk to them logically. And they're like, every baboon, illiterate over there, thinks he's got power over you somehow. Starting with the airport. I told you this story, I think, in another video. With these guys. No. You go and buy something, you find those guys, you tell them, hello, how are you today? What the fuck is this? Go in the cave, man. I don't like that. I don't want to go around them. That's why if I go back there, I want to have a power to help these guys get out of their fucking caves, so on. I'm exaggerating, okay? There are many good people in Romania, intellectuals, but look what on the TV and see what they give you. Look at the politicians. That's the creme de la creme. Democracy for Romania. Psst, look how much it worked. About to elect the right person or the wrong person, they canceled it. So yeah, and then I didn't want my children to live in that culture and that environment. Came here, but I didn't expect these guys to screw us in this manner. That's it, my friends. I'm about to end this. Let me see, where are we? We are in 2 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I apologize. Obviously, I couldn't get all over all these comments. I appreciate you commenting. I love that you comment, but you also have to understand that I'm just one person here. And we didn't really discuss about the guns. I just gave you my stance on that. Free speech should not be infringed. And then questions from you. I tried to answer as many as I could answer. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.